and welcome to this video in which I'll be reacting to Sweden's song for Eurovision 2024, Unforgettable by Marcus and Martinus.
A disclaimer. I hadn't addressed this before because I had hoped that the EBU would come to the correct decision by now, but since they have not, I do need to address it myself. Israel should not be allowed to participate at the Eurovision Song Contest 2024. If Russia hadn't been banned in 2022, maybe we'd be having a different conversation right now, and on a personal note, maybe Eurovision wouldn't have become such an important part of my life, but this is the reality that we are living in, so this is the conversation that we are having. Regardless of what you think of the current atrocities happening in Gaza, intentionally cutting off other people's access to food, water and electricity is abhorrent, not to mention the act of killing. If you think governments and broadcasters should be considered as separate entities, consider the situation with Russia again. There is a video explaining why Israel shouldn't be allowed to participate linked in the description, and the creator also calls to action about what you can do yourself. Please watch that video and do something. Further resources are also listed as and when they become relevant. I'll stop talking about this when it stops being relevant.
Robin's decided she's not staying up on her pillows, so I've moved the framing. This was a result we could have predicted, we kind of all did. It wasn't as extremely obvious and outstanding as some other national finals necessarily, but it was the most likely outcome. In full transparency, I do prefer Air to Unforgettable. But who knows, maybe Unforgettable grow on me. I have heard Air more times than I've heard Unforgettable. I haven't seen what their Melody Festival final performance looks like. I've only seen the semi-final one. I'm pretty excited to see if they've got any changes in there, if there's any more hints as to what this will actually look like on the Eurovision stage in Malmö. And I think it's a pretty good choice for Sweden, but unless the changing gets significantly improved, do I see this as a potential winner? No, but maybe it can convince me with whatever the staging will be in May. I uploaded 11 minutes ago, so I'm right on top of things. I'm ready to react to the song now. Oh, the crowd looks much more excited than they did a few days ago. Now, this is pretty cool with the flashing lights, just silhouettes. And just barely being able to see them fading in and out of view. Good choreography. I do like all these lights and them being in this box. The outfits are also kind of cool. I like the blue, but and them not being perfect pairs of outfits, one being symmetrical, one not. They're obviously very experienced performers, performing since they were teens basically. Or even kids, I don't know. What a look into the camera. I'm gonna need to learn to differentiate them, I don't know who is who. I reckon it's Martinus giving the look and Marcus singing. That's my guess. I do like these shots from above, I think they're really cool. And especially on the plus-sized, plus-shaped stage, that will look cool. Some really good playing with light. This is excellent staging. And I love how the stage gets bigger. Those are always very effective Eurovision performances. It's really cool that one of them can be singing while the other does crowd work. That's also just a big plus for them. And this sort of ravey dance break with the extra dancers is cool, but mostly it's just them. It's all very effective. It's Swedish, it's professional. Well, Swedish, Norwegian, whatever. Not whatever. And this RGB now, I mean it's been through the whole thing, but now that it's built up to all three colours being in there, also very cool. I wonder if they can maybe have the outfits also be RGB in some way, not just blue and black. Nice. Lots of thank yous. Yeah, alright. I don't know if I wasn't analysing that too much almost while watching it. I think they're just very experienced performers, aren't they? They've been performing seemingly for their whole lives. What I was on about with Norway, they are from Norway. That's why I was saying it's Swedish because they're representing Sweden, but really they are from Norway, which is why I was also mentioning it being Norwegian. I apologise if you can hear Robin crinkling plastic in the back. It's one of her favourite toys and I cannot stop her. It's obviously very professional, they don't need to qualify, it's jury bait because it's so professional. Is it gonna get loads of points from the televote? I don't know. We've got some other standard popish songs. Kayleen is leaning more into the ravey element of it. There's a lot of televote magnets with the crazier songs. Yes, there's people who will just appreciate songs of good quality and then they'll send votes to Marcus and Martinus, but are they themselves popular enough? Is the performance going to be convincing enough to steal televotes from those crazier songs? I literally do not know. I'm finding it very, very hard to consider where this will land in the results table. Also a little bit ironic that on the 50th anniversary of ABBA's win, which was a controversial topic for a lot of people, not even Swedes are representing Sweden. Norwegians. I can see the jury appeal because it's professional, but I doubt this will be jury's number 1 because that spot is reserved for a ballad, seemingly. Can it be top 10 with the jury? Probably. Can it be top 10 with the televote? I don't think so. And in order to win, something that ESC Tom says a lot, you need to be top 4 with both jury and televote, kind of. Almost impossible to win otherwise. And I do not see this being top 4 in the televote. To pour in a jury, probable, possible, unless people are sick of Sweden winning and the juries express that even though they're meant to be objective. But televote, I do not see a top 4 result for this. Thinking about how many strong songs we have with all the ethnic songs like Greece, the crazy party songs like Croatia, the powerful ballads like Belgium, songs with important messages like, for example, Ukraine, downright insane stuff like Finland. I just do not see this being in the top 4 with the televote. Maybe I'll eat my words, but I do not see this being in the top 4 in the televote, so it can't win. Unless we see some really weird split up of points where the televote just spreads out the points to everyone because so many songs are televote friendly and the juries have control again. That's the only way I could see this winning. I think it's going to be an enjoyable performance. I'm happy to see Marcus and Martinus at Eurovision, but as I say, I do still prefer Air right now to Unforgettable. But am I going to be skipping it in the playlist? Also no. Gonna be a, to me, slightly guilty pleasure song. Probably around in my mid-table, which is where Sweden seems to live for me. Other than Cornelia Jacobs, for some reason, Hold Me Closer captivated me. But other than that, Sweden sits in my mid-table because I can appreciate it being professional, but they're not really sending genres that I like, and their songs don't, in my memory or understanding, have particularly interesting meanings. Generally, English pop songs, not my absolute favourite at Eurovision anyway. I can listen to them on the radio. In Eurovision, I want the interesting stuff. Like, Rim Team Taki Team could not exist anywhere else, and it was meant to be an album track. I did get really off topic there, kind of because I was discussing if it could win. I think it's a almost secure spot in the top 10 if they don't mess something up, or if they're not like singing second or whatever. But I don't think it can get in the top 5, probably. And like if stuff does get messed up, or if everyone else really elevates, it could be on the right hand of the scoreboard, but still near the top of the right hand side. There's always a lot of ifs in these initial reaction videos because we just don't know what the actual staging will look like. And at the start of the season there's also so many songs missing. Right now we are left with 5 songs to go maximum. Portugal's choosing in a few hours. Another song's being released tomorrow, Georgia on Monday, and then Armenia and Azerbaijan have already chosen their singers, so we will know once Portugal chooses who all the competing singers are, but Armenia and Azerbaijan haven't announced their release dates yet. I'm happy for Sweden with this choice. I was in my top 3. I would have liked to see Que Sera, just because then you'd also have a song sang in Spanish representing Sweden. I don't know where the people making up Medina are actually from, whether they are Swedish or not. I do not know, but I think that would have been fun. And also slightly prefer that song. And Cassiopeia, also fun because the staging was so fun, but I don't know if the song is so convincing. So maybe this was their best choice for getting the best result, but I do not think that Sweden can win this year. Almost everyone can still win if they do some insane staging tricks and other things happen in the meantime in the world that could affect empathy voting or whatever. But with the current information available, I don't think Sweden's winning again. So we're not getting the first double winner since the 90s, probably. What are the changes that I'd like to see? I don't understand why there's code in the background. Maybe I've not fully understood the lyrics, but it'd be cool if the LEDs had something to do with the song. Their outfits, I do like how they're not a perfect pair, same materials but one's symmetrical, one's not. But could they maybe also be RGB in some way? Little lights or something in them, that would be pretty cool. The dances coming in and out feels maybe a little bit forced and awkward for a performance. I wonder if some way to shove them into the shadows but still have them be properly on stage and visible after the first time that they come in to make it feel slightly more natural. Obviously all these performances are the most choreographed performances of these artists' lives probably, but I think it's valuable to have something that won't turn some viewers away because it feels like it's too overproduced for Eurovision. And I guess most viewers don't pay attention to that. Stuff like Unicorn and Solo were still pretty successful in their categories. But this box expanding I think is always pretty cool. Overhead shots going to be really cool in the plus stage. Is it going to be problematic that there's also the audience that you can see in the corners of the screen if we're going to have the plus stage visible and not just the line? I don't know. That's up to them to decide, because it does slightly remove you from the experience of this almost music video like performance at the start, but that's not for me to decide. I do wish Marcus and Martinus all the best and lots of fun at Eurovision this year. They need to go very far. Does that mean we have no Swedish singers this year? Well, it's being hosted in Sweden. That'd be a little bit funny. Oh, Robin's back with moving the tripod. I think it's a very fun performance and I'll definitely enjoy the song in the playlist enough for it to become my favourite. I don't think it'll even get in my top 10, but it's fun and you also need slick pop at Eurovision. That's part of the package as well. So well done to Marcus and Martinus for winning Melodifestivalen, and I do wish you all the best in Eurovision 2024. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really do hope that you enjoyed it, that got something out of it. I'll see you next one when that shows up on your feed. Bye! Uploaded ELF 11 minutes. Do I see this as a potential winner? Thank you so much.